Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Yorian Baumeister.
And we've got around the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is our final match on the day, playing some more Kaldheim. A lot of second passes on decks today, second passes on cards. You know, we're kind of taking what we've learned over the last couple of weeks of preview season and trying to put it into more tuned decks that are ready for, you know, when the set starts getting released. Early access is tomorrow. We're going to see what the rest of the community has, you know, come up with. And then over this weekend, we're going to, you know, see the cards in action and the metagame is going to start forming. So
even the next time that we're doing a show, all of y'all can be on Arena playing. Like, it's nice. We're so close to the set being released. Of course, wait till the show's over to play. You need to get ideas first, but
So as I said before the break, my final deck is going to be Jund Sacrifice. Played a Jund Dragons deck in our team battle last week. List submitted to us by Imperial Autarch, and I said it then, it was the most impressive, you know, viewer submitted deck I'd played in the year we've been doing those kinds of shows. Deck just worked like gangbusters. Azika's Chariot seemed like it was awesome in the shell. Generating
card's just been good.
Food.
I think we can just stop saying in this shell. This card's just been good every time. I've been super impressed with it, and I mean, we've seen cards like this in the past. Maybe not, you know, quite the same, but like Cloud Goat Ranger, you know, something that brought bodies along with it, always overperforms. Just because you find things to do with those creatures, you know, it has that extra bit of text already. It is wrath-proof because it's a vehicle. You know, Crew 4 is quite a lot, but, you know, it's still doing a lot of different things that makes it a really hard card to play against.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see it supplant Questing Beast in a lot of green decks right now, as powerful as that card is.
Questing Beast has been getting cut from here and there because it trades with Lovestruck Beast, you know?
And, you know, it also trades with Chariot. Chariot can, you know, be crewed by Lovestruck Beast when you don't have a 1/1. It's really nice. It can generate extra 1/1s to ensure your Lovestruck Beast can continue to attack. So you've got that built-in you know, tokens. It can make food in mono green food. Which is one of the things I like about it in this deck. But in this deck, I also love it with Immersturm Predator. Another card that impressed. You know, just a really big flyer, difficult to remove, especially if you're not a white deck, which you are not. So love it here. You know, you can crew the Chariot with it, so you can exile creatures without having to attack. If that's a problem, you make a bunch of tokens to protect it. So all those synergies in, you know, because now you have two really good sacrifice outlets in Ghost Rider and Predator, I'm playing a lot of you know, those threat effects. I think I've got 2 Acronin Wars and 3 claims in the main deck. Could even be playing more. I'm also playing 1 copy as kind of a flyer card. Not sure about it. Is Calder's, what is the name of it? Should have written this down. There it is. Cardur's Vicious Return. So this is a card I kind of dismissed when I first read it, because I've generally not liked, you know, expensive removal spells that generate value but are really limited in what they can answer. And that's what this is. But the value you get with it is really high. You know, you can discard an escape card. Each player discarding card is fine. And then that third ability, I just imagine returning Korvold and already have a counter on it, so you can't ever Heartless Act it, and have haste, and all your mana is untapped, so all the cards you're drawing, you have mana to cast them immediately.
That sounds insane.
So just the idea of returning Korvold, you know, got me so excited I had to try one.
Had some Eldest Reborn kind of vibes from there, and that card was dominant. You know, that card was absolutely dominant, and, you know, it's somewhat similar. The first chapter is not as good as Eldest Reborn, but
the third chapter, given haste,
is a little bit better. So, should be interesting. And I'm just playing Dimir Control. This was a list tweeted out by Luis Scott Vargas. I thought the list was pretty cool. It is Blood on the Snow, trying that in a different style deck than I've played before. I've played it in an aggro style, aggro to mid-range style, and while I think that is cool, I really want to see how good it is at just, you know, wrathing the board, getting back either Ashiok or getting back Solemn Simulacrum,
Atris.
It seems
Solemn in particular is really nice because it ramps into the Blood on the Snow, dies, you draw the card, then comes back, you got another land. That's just a big value.
That's the big combo. So we're going 4 of each of those cards to really max out on those synergies, and then otherwise just got a lot of you know, counter spells, control aspects, extinction events for the creatures, and should be pretty strong.
Okay, well, I'm going to be on the play for the first time in about 4 years.
It seems like it.
And I have to really you know, get out of that on the draw mindset.
Shut up. All right, how's your
It's not great.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
See, that's why I've been losing so much. You've just had one extra card every time. So, I mean, we just found out that being on the draw in Kaldheim Standard is better than being on the play. Everyone go tell that to all your best Magic players you know. It's just a fact now. Just kidding. Please don't do that.
I'm still going to keep. It's
Okay.
good. It's borderline, but it's keepable.
I would keep. This is reasonable.
Do I want to start on one of these, or do I want to start here and potentially have two of them?
My hand's not great. I got 5 decisions on turn 1.
Oh, I mean, with double face cards and Fable passages,
yeah.
trying to figure out how to sequence your lands is tough. I'm going to start on a Tangled Veil.
That's fair. I'll go Jawari Ruins, pass to you.
Do you think that might be one of the hidden skills of this upcoming standard is sequencing your lands correctly?
I don't know if it's hidden. I think people have figured out that that's an important thing.
Well, but I just mean like one of the big delineations between like your high level players and your average level players.
I think for the high level players, the one thing that I kept hearing when I was talking to people before I was like commentating, the Pro Tours and the League weekends, is how Gruul was so much trickier than it seemed on paper because land sequencing was so important, and that's double face cards and that's landfall.
Yep.
So I mean, I do think that is a big thing.
Okay. I have 2 options here. I think this would generally be the play, but because I'm not guaranteed to be able to curve naturally with it, and because I think the trail is so important in this matchup, I'm just going to get the trail down before it can get countered, get my food.
Checks out. All right. I have a Schwamp, and I'll pass to you.
And now I will play this awkward Fable passage. Didn't draw another land, which is kind of what I wanted.
Okay.
And just play a Tangled Florahedron.
Tangled Florahedron. Okay.
A Floopyhedron.
All right. Let's go with.
Sack this while you're thinking.
Sure.
Pretty clear I'm getting a swamp here.
Yeah. I'm gonna play an Omen. And do I want one or both of these?
What about 0? That's also an option.
That is an option. It's a worse one. I'm just gonna take this top one. Draw this land. Untap. A draw. Okay, then I am going to go with Elspeth's Nightmare on the Tangled Florahedron and pass to you.
Okay. Do I have anything you're going to take with that? I do, but it's not a very important card.
Hooray! At least I get something.
You are going to get... Ooh. It's a non-creature, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely don't want you to get this one, and it's also the best card for me to play this turn anyway, so...
Okay.
I think I should just get more green mana, so I'm going to get a Forest and play Azeka's Chariot.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
And you can go.
All right. What do you got in that hand?
I have Claim the Firstborn, which is what you're getting, and then Woestrider, Immersturm, Predator.
Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Chapter 2 there. Now, I just want to play this land and pass to you.
So maybe I was supposed to get second black for this Woestrider, but we'll figure it out.
Whoa, Strider.
I'm not even sure if I have a second swamp.
Nice.
Okay. So... I definitely want to play something pre-combat.
I'm going to sack this way you do your thing.
Do I want to play the Woestrider or the Immersturm Predator? I imagine... Oh, okay. Because of the Elspeth's Nightmare exiling my graveyard, I don't want to play the escape card into a counter, because then you will just cleanly answer it.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to play the Predator. It'll probably get countered.
That it will. And it's the only counter spell that punishes you for pre-combat. And what is it, class? It's Rewind.
Wow.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
So now do I want to crew the Chariot and have it die to a removal spell?
Yeah, actually, well, okay, I just said Rewind, but I might want to actually do a different play, which is quite awkward with you knowing about that one, but I do think this is actually more important. Sorry about that. I am actually going to Disdainful Stroke that. I don't have many targets for Stroke, so yeah, I don't have a Rewind.
So Corey's hand is just perfect. Has the rewind for next turn, has a removal spell in hand.
I hope so.
Literal perfects. Well, that's annoying. Okay, attack you for 4.
Okay. 14. Or, I mean, 6.
Yeah, I think it's just 16. That was the first attack. Okay, pass the turn.
All right. I will untap, exile your stuff. And let's go with just a land and pass. I don't have a rewind, okay?
It's a very awkward set of draws. 5 in hand?
5, yep.
Attack for 4.
Okay, I will take it. 12.
Play a Wolf Strider.
Rewind.
Pass the turn.
End step. Gravenlore.
Scry 4.
Yeah. All right. Scry 4. Draw a decent amount of cards. Definitely don't want that many lands, I don't think. Don't need a ton of them. We'll take this 1 card. I'll put these 3 on bottom and draw 3. Untap, a draw. Now, what do we want to do? Let's go with... we'll go with blue. Doesn't matter too much.
What is that land?
Shimmering Veils. Yeah,
that thing.
That cycle, yep.
Gives you sort of an extra dual land.
Yep.
So you're playing 4 of the Dimir Gate, that's a snow land, and some of those?
I don't think there's any...
You have 4 ice.
Yeah. That card's just strictly worse than any of the individual dual lands, but it's a good second dual land for a 2-color deck.
But it's still pretty good, yep. Okay, so I am just going to play that and buy Yorion and pass to you.
Oh my god. Just the most awkward draws every turn of this game.
Fair, fair.
Attack for 4.
Okay, how many cards?
3.
3. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Brings you to 8.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to sack this food and use the trail.
Okay.
So that's going to put me to 23.
Okay.
1, 2. I will select a Gilded Goose, which is why I did this.
Okay.
I will play the goose.
Sure.
Get my food back.
Okay.
And then I will play another Tangled Veil and pass the turn.
All right. End step, I'll eliminate the goose. Untap. A draw. Got a Faceless Haven and Yorion. Blink out the Omen. Bring it back. I don't want either of those. Don't want either of those. Draw. Pass to you.
Yeah, getting punished for many things, so that wouldn't actually be that good.
Many things.
Okay, I'll play Corvold.
Corby. Yeah, that's a good magic card.
Got the Heartless Act?
Yes, I do. And I suppose I have to do it here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I have another great play, though, you know, so.
Yeah, I literally was stuck on 4 lands and just drew Corvold, drew tapped land.
Love it. Love it.
Ugh. This is just one of those games where the control deck stuff all lines up perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a nice draw. This deck feels nice and smooth.
Well, you need to have 2 removal spells. If you can't kill the goose, then I can have this up 4 Heartless Act, sack and response, and it gets counter.
That wouldn't have been a big deal.
I mean, me drawing.
Based on my hand,
Sure,
but yeah,
I still draw 2 cards. You blank one of your spells.
True.
Yeah. So this dies, and now I've got to figure out what I want to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I think I just want to sacrifice a cat token.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap. A draw. Got another Faceless Haven. I'll attack.
I go to 19.
And I will play Ugon and -4. And pass to you.
Okay, need to draw something good.
Something spice.
That does not count.
Okay.
Okay, I will play Corvold, sack the food, and draw a card.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'll attack.
So if I block, then the Ugin gets the plus and deal with the Corvold, so I'll take this, go to 15.
Okay, and second main.
Well, it means he's got some other way to deal with it.
Yeah, I got a nice one. Blood on the Snow. So I'll kill it, bring back Yorion. And I guess I will hit you first and then blink Yorion. So
that'll put me to 12.
This will go to 7.
That should do me.
And then I guess I have a land. Do we want to play this? Nah, pass to you.
Yeah, I'm very dead.
Yeah.
I need to draw a red source when you're tapped out because I had the dragon.
Oh, yep.
So it would have been pretty cool because I would have gone
dragon and then trail.
Dragon, attack, make 2 treasures, sack 1 for red, 1 for black, play Corvold.
Yeah.
And I would have just both dragons and the Ugin gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, I mean, there was a point where I just had this when you untapped with 4 lands. I'm like, that's probably a pretty good utility of things to have.
Yeah. The rewind is super important because then you got to Graven Lore for free.
Yeah, and we see rewind against an aggro deck here, kind of what we were talking about in the last match, just kind of showing off its skills. But yeah, the Chariot there was giving me a headache. You know, it was a tricky thing to do.
The Chariot was good, but then I got stuck with Corvold, Goldspan Dragon in my hand, and then drew the 5th tap land of the game.
Yeah,
for my 5th land. And
not ideal, huh?
Yeah, not great.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for game number 1. Now we are going to head to sideboarding between Dimir, Snow Control, and Jund Sacrifice. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding at our matchup between Jund Sacrifice and Dimir Snow Control. On my side of things, we're going to be upgrading our Disruption. I've got Duress and Binding the Old Gods as much more flexible and versatile answers against Corey's threats. Playing the Firstborn pretty bad in this matchup. The Cardor's Vicious Return. Because the first mode isn't good, I am going to trim this as well. Also bringing in just a good Planeswalker and Garruk.
Okay.
Cutting some of the weaker powered individual cards. Woe Strider, less important when you don't have Claim in your deck. Still fine in this matchup as a creature that keeps coming back with Escape, but you don't need, 1 copy is sufficient over the course of a long game, so going down to 3 is fine. And then Floor Adrian is just a card you don't want to flood on. I drew 3 in that game. Accelerating in this matchup isn't going to be as important because, turn 3 5-drop and turn 3 3-drop get countered the same. So we can afford to trim 1 Floor Adrian here.
I like it. Okay, from my end, pretty minor changes from here. On the draw, taking out 1 of the Maze Mind Tomes, and then Solemn Simulacrum. Another card that if I play on 4, it's definitely going to get outclassed like it does, all the time in Standard right now. But there are situations where it is going to be strong, so we're not going to take out a ton of them by any means, but just bring in Blood Chief's Thirst, kill a Goose, maybe have some other applications, and then just another Shark Typhoon is just a solid Magic card.
Now, one of the awkward things with Solemn in this matchup is you're generally thinking, okay, I'm going to tap out for this 1 turn. They're going to resolve a threat, but then I'm going to Blood on the Snow the next turn to be fine. But usually the threat I'm resolving is Immerstorm Predator or Azeka's Chariot that are pretty good against your Blood on the Snow.
Yeah, they really are. Yep. No, the Predator is a card I'm very afraid of here. You know, Extinction Event it or Ugin it or something. Bounce it with Ashiok kind of thing, but not a ton of great ways to deal with it. You know, just counter it, I think, is almost my best plan.
Yeah.
But all right, Rob, do you got a question at all before we shuffle up for this second game?
Heptagon was asking about either Blood on the Snow or Shadow's Verdict for your sweepers. Is that just going to be a metagame call, or is Blood in the Snow just because it like returns something is just so much more powerful that you should always play that? Still
unsure, because you know it is such a new card and we haven't actually played it in a control shell, but the mentality behind it makes a lot of sense to me. You know, it seems pretty sweet, and for 1 extra mana, destroying all creatures instead of having that clause, it's what, converted mana cost 3 or less for Shadow's Verdict, right? Yeah. I think I just want, in a Dimir control deck, if I don't have a Wrath effect that deals with all the creatures, it's got to be really, really good, like Extinction Event that's exiling them. So I think I just want an overall Wrath here. Yeah. And being able to destroy Planeswalkers, another cool option. Don't think it's going to come up this much, but...
To me, Blood on the Snow, that's what the deck is built around. Yeah. Because of that interaction with Solemn Simulacrum. It's just such a natural curve. You know, gives you that tap out ability and definitely makes you better against the creature decks. And, you know, when you're bringing out your Wraths, you can probably also bring out your Solemns and be, you know, the reactive draw go control deck in those mirrors.
Just looking for the Yorion I left in, it would have been the top card I drew.
Okay, I'm going to be on the play here. See if I can, oh God. Why are you doing this to me, deck? Maybe I didn't put in enough lands. I feel like I had 24, 2 Shatterspell Smashings, and 4 Florahedrons, but maybe it was 23?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But with 4 Florahedrons, it seemed fine.
Well, you know what they say, when it rains, it snows.
But this is just a hand that desperately needs to draw lands. If it does, it's quite good.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep and just hope to draw some lands.
All right, I'll keep as well. I need a little help as well, but it's fine.
We'll start on a tapped Shatterskull and pass the turn.
Okay. All right. What do we want to start with? I just want to go Fabled Passage and pass. Fabled Passage.
I shouldn't lead on this. Okay. I should lead on Blightstep Pathway.
Alrighty, here we go.
This can be untapped. If I draw a tapped land this turn, I really want to play it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we'll just play this tapped and duress you.
Okay. Take a peek. I got some stuff. Gonna be getting an island regardless.
Yeah, obviously. There's 2 relevant pieces of interaction at 2.
It's the way to do it.
So if I can't break that up, then I would say I would take Saw It Coming, but you actually don't have second blue mana. So I think what I want to do is take Jwari Disruption and force you to draw blue mana in the next 2 turns.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Checks out.
Leave it up for me.
You got it.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Yeah, awkward if I want to foretell it or not. I don't think it seems correct. So yeah, I'll just pass to you.
Okay, I'm going to play this as a Slitherbore Pathway.
Okay.
And cast a Woe Strider.
Yeah, I think I have to counter that.
Yeah, pass the turn.
Untap. A draw. That's a tilt.
Did I do it?
You may have done it. I think I want to just play my spell instead of foretelling Saw It Coming. Yeah, so I'm just going to play an empty Elspeth Nightmare. Not a great play, but pass to you. Hopefully I can get something.
Okay. Drew a land. You're going to get to see my hand. I'm going to play this as a Seer Step Pathway.
Okay.
So we got 2 red, a black, and a green. I'll try to keep that separated to make it easy.
Okay.
So I could cast this. It'll be naked, which is not great. But I do think I just want to continue to put pressure on you. So I'm going to play Immersturm Predator.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right, let's duress.
You're going to get to see 3 creatures.
Okay.
Goose,
Tilt.
Goldspan Dragon, Corvold.
Tilt. All right.
Wish I had drawn the Goose any turn earlier than I did. I drew it on turn 3 when I want to be casting Wolf Strider.
All right. Got good old Corby. I didn't draw a land at all, which is a tilt.
Even a swamp would have allowed Corey to foretell the saw coming, effectively cast it for 3 and a blue.
Yep.
Or just cast Atris, but...
So instead, I'll pass to you.
No land is rough. How about land for me, though? So... I think I want double black for... The Woe Strider's going to get exiled, but maybe later. Maybe I just want more green. Yeah, let's just make more green.
Okay.
Slitherboar. And I assume you will be killing whatever I play, but yeah, I'm just going to play Goldspan Dragon.
Okay. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, I drew Poison the Cup.
What does that one do?
Destroy target creature if it was foretold, scry 2.
Okay, so you're just murdering something?
Just murder. I think the Goldspan Dragon is a little more important here, so let's go like that.
I agree. Kill the dragon. So I'm going to get a treasure from that being targeted.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I will attack, exile the Poison the Cup, get a counter.
Okay. Well, actually, if you're getting a counter anyways, I might just want to kill this and just let you be Goldspanning me and hope to find an answer to that.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
I
might
guess
actually be better, yeah.
Okay,
then you can cast Goose, and I can't kill that card
so
anyways.
Pretend you respond to the Goldspan Dragon?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So respond to the Goldspan Dragon, kill that, that's fine.
Yep.
So I'll attack to get a treasure with this.
Yep.
You take 4, go to 16.
16.
Sack this for 2 green, play Gilded Goose, get a food.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Please don't extinction event me.
Draw. Okay, exile there. Didn't, but I did draw a land. Now it's just the question, can I afford to even play my Atris? I don't think so. I think I just have to stop you from core building. So I'll foretell this.
Yep.
Pass to you.
And now, no reason for me to play into your stuff, so I'll just attack, get a treasure.
12.
Bring you to 12. Play a Fabled Passage, pass the turn.
All right. I will correct this.
Nice to foretell that so I can't draw Duress.
Yeah. Yep.
I just want to get to the point where I can cast 2 spells. I've got plenty of mana now with Dragon.
Yep. You just need to find a second thing. All right. I will draw.
5th land here, important for Corey. That might bait me into playing a spell so he can't Graven Lore.
Pass to you.
End step, make another food.
Okay.
Of course, don't want to crack this Fable Passage because it could eventually combo with Corvold.
Yep.
Declare tax.
Beginning combat, I'll Heartless Act it.
Oh, drew perfectly.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
And I have drawn very poorly.
Yay, I needed you to.
Play a mountain and pass.
All right. Yeah, now I really want that land to be able to at least threaten something else.
Land would force my hand. I would just have to slam the Corvold.
Yep. But instead I didn't, and I'll just pass.
Okay, instead make a food.
Okay.
Okay, that's a thing.
Okay.
I drew a thing. And which one would I like to resolve? Which one do I want to use as bait? I think I'm just going to lead on the trail.
Trail of Crumbs, eh? That's a pretty dang good card. So if I counter that, you can Corvold plus sack Fabled Passage. Oh, and you can just sack these and it triggers, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that resolves.
Yeah, Corvold with treasures is kind of messed up.
That is
so I get another food from the trail.
Yep.
And now that I have that, I wonder if there's any need for me to extend the Corvold. Now I can just draw cards. I think that's my plan then.
Okay.
So I'm going to sack here and use the mana from the Goose.
Sure.
That'll get me a Woe Strider. That's fine.
Yep.
And yeah, let's play that Woe Strider.
Resolves.
Get a goat. Where are the Brad Nelson-y goats? Everything is fine. So,
yeah, that was an unbelievable draw.
Yeah, Dig Trail was definitely one of the better
done
ones.
the best possible.
Pass the turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just pretty dead.
Already got you 12 too, so not.
I'll thirst the goose.
I will. So I'm in an interesting spot where I can potentially throw away the Fable
I'll
Passage
just concede to
and the
save
treasure.
time.
Do we not have time?
Yeah, I'll just we can play a third
we're
game.
late. Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were that late.
Instead of hear your reasoning to sack a goose rather than just.
Well, I'm definitely going to sack it. The question is whether or not I want to throw away the Fable Passage and a treasure to use a trail on end step.
Yeah. Yeah, to save that debate, I'll just I'll scoop it up a little early.
Yeah, I've got some pathways.
That trail was gonna be absolutely running away with it.
Yeah, trail was definitely the ideal draw. After a couple lands, we hit the goods. I had another trail on top.
Hit the real goods. All right, on the play. I'm gonna bring the tome back in. I really don't like sod coming. I'm not a big fan of it, especially when you see it coming. Believe it or not, it looks a little bit better. I like it.
Yeah, I do think it's worse than neutralize.
Yeah.
You know, I have an Is It deck that uses Goldspan Dragon specifically, and with that deck you want to be able to foretell the saw coming, and then with Goldspan Dragon it acts as protection.
Yes, yeah, that's nice. When you have something that really works with it, but the fact that you're just like, okay, if I have nothing to do on 2, foretell it, and that's like your something to do with it, I don't think it's great.
Yeah, but by itself it's worse than neutralize in my opinion.
I think Behold is a fine card, even though I don't know if it's going to for sure have a home, but otherwise the foretell cards haven't super impressed me. I think Doomscar is going to be great, and I'm excited for the Time Walk Ulrin's
Epiphany.
Yeah, I think that one is pretty sweet as well. And the Murder card might be interesting. I had not seen that. When I was checking this deck out, I was like, oh yeah, okay. It makes sense that they had some kind of kill spell with it as well. But
nice that you get the bonus now. So instead, you pay 3 mana and get your Murder, or you pay 4 mana, split over 2 turns, and you get Murder plus.
Yeah,
would have been nice to see that with Saw It Coming too.
Yes,
maybe if it was Foretold Scry 2.
Yep, that would have been spicy.
Maybe a little too good at that point.
A little too good. All right, Rob, you got a question for us while we get ready for our final game?
Just a couple questions about what do you see modern decks gaining from Kaldheim, but
God, I don't think it's going to have a huge impact. Like, I think Birgi could be pretty good.
Yeah, I think Birgi has potential. Worried that it's just a 3-mana creature that trades for Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
I also think Valky looks quite good. It's just so good against Uros, and the synergy with Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah.
I think that's actively going to be good.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty strong. I'm a little worried because there's just everybody and their mother's playing Ren and 6 right now, so it just naturally deals with that pretty easily. But overall, yeah, I think that card has a pretty nice home.
Yeah.
Or pretty good potential, I should say.
Yeah. The nice thing is that they basically have 1 turn to have the Ren and 6. It's not going to sit there and eventually they'll find Ren and 6 and it won't matter.
Yeah.
If they don't have the Ren and 6 immediately and you have a bunch of discard spells.
Yeah, and if you hit a row or something, it's just like, my God.
Oh, yeah. That's the idea.
That's just game.
Take your Ren and 6 with my Thoughtseize, play Valky, take your Uro, the game's over.
Yeah. Is that card still good if Uro gets banned?
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, I'll be going first. So for a nice one. Oh, yeah, nothing insanely special, but it's a keep.
Mine is also a keep.
Okay, I got a nice tunnel and pass to you.
I have... so the question is whether or not I want to duress now or next turn, because I'm going to start playing threats on turn 3. I would much prefer to duress now if I draw exactly Tangled Florahedron.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's better to wait, and I'm just going to pass.
Alrighty.
Rather see the other card.
I will play a land and pass to you.
Because honestly, I could just play the Florahedron as a land, and that would be fine.
That's fair.
So want to play around Jwari Disruption, I guess, on the duress. So I will play Timber Crown Pathway and duress you.
All right, didn't have it. I just got all targets.
I will select the Essence Scatter.
Okay. Scatter is gone.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw. Now it's interesting because unless I really think I have to use Heartless Act on your turn, I think it's pretty safe to buy Yorion here. So I'll pass to you.
Yeah. Let's play a Sear Step Pathway.
Okay.
And a Woe Strider.
Woe Strider, all right.
Pass the turn. Right. And get your brother over here.
Oh, it's unbelievably frustrating keeping a 3-lander and then missing your 4th land drop, so pass to you.
Get wrecked.
Why not?
I will attack you for 3.
I do have a ton of removal here. Yeah, I'll Heartless Act it.
Okay. I will then play Swamp Asika's Chariot. Get 2 cats and pass the turn.
And I'm dead.
Oh, I'm worried about Extinction Event here. And you do still have a Heartless Act that can deal with the Chariot.
All right, I'll Thirst a Cat.
That is
and
fine.
Pass to you.
I will play Fabled Passage and play Immersturm Predator.
Okay. Yep.
Now, do I want to run the Chariot into this Heartless Act? I don't think I do, so let's just attack for 2.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Brings you to 18.
Yep.
And pass the turn. In a bit of an awkward spot here, to be honest.
Oh, I can't possibly win. I can't possibly win. Pass to you.
I just don't want to extend too far into specifically Extinction Event. What I wish I had was a Corval. That would be the perfect one here. But instead, I'll just declare tax.
Sure.
Attack with those 2. Trigger the Predator. Target the Heartless Act.
Yep. I will take it.
You go to 12.
Mm-hmm.
I will play a Gilded Goose.
Sure.
Get a food. I'm also going to play a Pathway. This will be not Dark Boar, Slither Boar, because I already have 2 black here.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Yeah, I think I could just lean on Corey with the Predator and the cat. And
all right. End step, I will Heartless Act the cat.
I will sacrifice here.
Sure.
Not that it matters.
Draw. Land 5. Yeah, I'll play Ashiok and bounce that.
Yeah, and I will exile a card. It's exile, right?
Yep, and then pass to you.
This just entered, so we can't do anything with that. Okay, so I should have played Fable Passage last turn, so I'd get an extra card towards this. You have 3 in hand right now?
3 in hand, yep.
Land is a good draw, so I won't crack the passage.
Okay.
We drew a land. Now I'll crack the passage. I have 2 red, 2 black, 2 green. I don't know. I found a forest.
Okay.
I think my mana's fine. I'm going to play 2 Immersturm Predators.
Okay.
I will then crew the Azika's Chariot with them. Exile the 2 removal spells in your graveyard.
Sure.
And attack your Ashiok and make another Brad Nelson.
Okay.
and really hope I don't get extinction evented.
All right.
Your turn.
Oh, God. What a tilt. What an absolute tilt. All right, I'll Ashiok one of those back to your hand.
That'll exile it. I think I will just sacrifice it in response to the other one.
Okay.
So I'll get another card in my graveyard for the Woe Strider.
Okay. Then pass to you.
Draw. That was excellent. Trail Crumbs.
Jesus.
Get a food.
Unreal.
Crew the Chariot. This gets a counter. Remove the Ashiok. Attack your Ashiok with the Chariot. Make another food.
Okay.
Then I will sacrifice one of the foods to the goose. Use the trail. That's I guess a tiny bit awkward, but it's fine. I'll find a Garruk Cursed Huntsman that I can't cast.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Draw. Okay. I do have Blood on the Snow.
So I will and I can't get rid of the other Ashiok.
Yeah.
Well, that's really annoying.
I wanted to do that last turn when you didn't have a... when I could have done a little bit more, but...
Yeah, so I guess I'll make it indestructible as best I can.
Okay, Ashiok comes back. No, don't really have a choice but to just bounce it again. But it's much worse this time. Because now you have another card. It would have been an unbelievable last turn. I don't think just plussing it does anything, so yeah, I will bounce this.
Okay, now I have the option of using this food with the trail to get another card in my hand and keep the Predator for later, but I think I would rather, I'm going to play Garruk next turn anyway, and I would rather be able to just make 2 tokens with the Garruk, crew the Chariot, deal with the Ashiok, and get another food with the Chariot. And so, if that leaves the Predator on the outskirts, so be it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just going to happen, and
Pass
that's what I'll exile. Well, no, I kind of wish I had to. I guess I was going to get rid of the card, so yeah, that's not relevant. But let's play Garruk.
Yep.
This starts on 5. Make 2 wolf tokens.
That Chariot is just eating me alive this game again.
Through the Chariot, attack Ashiok, make a food. And play Gilded Goose, get a food.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Well, I guess we need another Blood on the Snow.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have even played the goose.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, definitely not.
But
it was just so convenient.
Hit it. Yeah. Don't think there's anything I can do now.
Even playing the goose, if you had Blood on the Snow, I still have Woe Strider. I guess you would then deal with the Chariot and leave me with the Garruk against your Ashiok. Try to figure that out. That's probably the way to do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll just Blood Chief's Thirst this with Kicker and Foretell this and pass to you.
Okay. So now, how do I want to do this? I think we can start by using the goose and seeing with trail. I'll select Azika's Chariot.
Okay.
I will then, let's play Azika's Chariot.
Legendary.
Oh, why do I always forget this thing? It's legendary. Whatever. I wanted another copy anyway. We just don't need to play it. What does that mean? Does that mean I don't want to go with the Strider? You would have Blood on the Snow before if you had it. So let's go play this thing. Is there anything relevant in my graveyard to bring back? I got rid of the one Saga.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything that returns.
This gets 2 counters. I'll get a goat.
Yep.
I will crew the Chariot with the Woe Strider. I will attack you for 8 and make another food.
Down to 4.
4, and I'm going to play a land. Let's make it black, I guess. Pass the turn.
Yeah, I guess we need a Blood on the Snow. Then it still is quite good. It's not a Blood on the Snow. And I am dead. GG. Yeah, Blood on the Snow just would have been incredible, though. Again, just bounce Chariot. I guess you get to pay, but yeah. Kill all your creatures, bounce Chariot, not die.
Yeah, and then I just, replay Chariot, and you got to figure out what to do. I've got the trail going. There wasn't much I could do to stop that. I think I needed to try to be more careful and figure out how to deal with both Ashiaks and exile them, but I'm not sure if there was a way to do that.
Yeah, I don't think there was, because I just kept playing Ashiaks, So.
Maybe that's a reason for me to have thrown away the food to keep the Predator, because then I'm able to deal with the Ashiok.
Yeah, I think you for sure do that, because if anything, I think it's even a better play to just play Garrick, crew it with 2 wolves, make another wolf, I think it's comparable anyways, but then you get to keep Immersum Dragon, and I just can't beat that card. I don't even have Extinction Event in my deck, by the way. It's just gaming you hard, but...
I was going to bring that up.
Thank you for not.
Well, not during the game, but as soon as it was over, I was going to bring up...
Of course. got a game here on a game, right?
Apparently you need to game a little harder.
I agree. That Blood on the Snow looked awesome, though, when it's bringing back Ashiok and stuff, but it was still... Dimir Control has always run into this problem where it is another thing, kind of like Mono Blue, where once you get behind, it's pretty tricky. Like when I didn't see Extinction Event, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it because Blood in the Snow, is the Extinction Event to see if it's better. But like this is a matchup where I feel like you really need not only the 4-mana spell, you need the earlier Wrath, but once again, just really needed the Exile.
You see, like, Blood on the Snow, very, very powerful.
Yeah.
But when it comes to removal spells, fundamentally, the thing that matters most about them is, do they answer the threats I need to answer in the matchup?
Yes.
And in your case, like, it didn't really answer Immerstorm Predator. It didn't answer Azeka's Chariot.
Yeah, I mean, the Predator was fine. It was tough to deal with, but Chariot just destroyed me. That card is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive that card is just insane.
It's just so good with food.
Yeah.
Like, just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think it's good with food. I think it is good with Yorion as well. So, I mean, it naturally makes sense to me, even in my Abzan deck, to just play some of those. Like, I think it's good with In Search of Greatness as well, cranking out some early stuff.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a phenomenal card.
Yeah, I think it's generally quite good regardless, but the thing that puts it over the top for me is anytime you can start generating cards off the trigger instead of just extra tokens.
Yeah.
So you're not just, it doesn't just all get cleaned up by a sweeper. Because then even if they do have the sweeper, you're able to have a creature back, play it, crew again, make an upkeep, that cascading advantage going.
Yeah. No, that's huge. Huge.
I agree. Azeka's Chariot has been very, very impressive.
Yep, been impressive.
Even against aggro decks. You played it earlier against me, and I was playing the Abzan party deck, and you didn't crew the Chariot at all. Yeah. All you did was, you crewed to block a 2/3 Death Toucher, so it traded for a creature and then made 2 tokens, and it was just so difficult for me to attack through.
Yeah, and I mean that was the low end of the power. I could have Yorion blinked it, and did some more stuff as well. So yeah, I just think that card is unbelievable. So. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for our show. Let's thank some subs. Let's thank some sponsors, and we're going to get out of here.
All right, we got a few subs today. Nico J. MTG, Chris Sackerman 509, Hail Me 786 for 7 months, Travis Hall 456 for 12 months,
nice,
Spayro for 27 months, Psy90 for 6 months, and Heptagon gifted out a sub. So thank you all of our subs.
Awesome bunch of subs.
Of course, Heptagon would make the 7th one.
Yes,
that's a special number.
And so thank you for all of that support. If you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our wonderful staff of content creators, as well as some other perks. Those are 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
Absolutely. And if you want to sit in these comfy, cool chairs that we sit in every Tuesday and Thursday, get yourself a Carnox gaming chair by going to carnox.com/SCG. Use that affiliate link to get yourself 10% off one of these awesome chairs.
And we're also sponsored by Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you can find their entire collection at coalesceapparel.shop. And be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there as well. Also, be on the lookout for the new stickers they've added to their collection, as well as the Jim Davis Piledriver hoodie, if you're a Jim Davis fan like we are on the show.
Absolutely. We're wearing some of the new ones here. I love the rock and roll Omnath.
What do they call this one? I just know it's the Vitruvian Man parody. But what's the actual?
It's
the something man. It's not the Phyrexian Man.
It is. It's a Traxa.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But what they call the shirt, it's the something man to be like the Vitruvian Man. I don't know. It's the Vitruvian Man. I think the Vitruvian Man is kind of cool, even though it's kind of creepy.
A little bit.
It's my favorite shirt.
Yeah, that's your favorite one. Also, and all these cards that you've been seeing here, we are able to order them pretty soon and play with them in paper, instead of just the preview cards. So if you want to be on top of all these cards, go to starcitygames.com/previews to be able to be the first one to get those.
Yeah, and if you need a little bit of money to buy these new sweet cards, you can sell Star City Games your old cards. They give you a 30% store credit bonus on trade-ins, and there's plenty of ways to sell your cards in. You can mail them in. You can use the online buy list. You can make an appointment and come into the store. And if you've got a big enough collection, Star City Games will actually come to you.
Whoa, that's service.
So, yeah, a lot of ways to meet whatever needs you have to sell your collection, get some store credit, buy some new cards, and start playing with them.
Absolutely. And then if you just want to use that money to get more cards, we got another sale going on right now, and this is the HP sale. The heavily played sale, we're getting 15% off all heavily played cards. So go to starcitygames.com/sale to pick up some nice cards. I like heavily played cards. To me, it just doesn't matter. I just want to play the card. I don't care if mine is a pristine card. So
hey, I'm not a collector.
Same.
Give me the cheapest, most beat up cards possible.
Exactly. That's the sale for me. You're gonna make me pay a lot less for a card that will do the same thing on the battlefield. Sign me up. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this week's Versus Live. You have anything else? Sorry.
No, I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for watching this week's Versus Live. Another fun one with Kaldheim. Kaldheim will be available to be played Thursday. So I know I'm going to be playing a little bit tomorrow for the Streamer Showdown. On Thursday, what we're really looking on doing is we've made a lot of decks. We had one show where you made the decks, and we tried them out, for so long. We're going to see what people do in the streamer event, and we're going to play 6 of our favorite decks that we see in the early parts of the streamer event tomorrow. I'm excited to see what people are going to do with the set, and as always, I'm excited to see what we miss. There's always one card where we're like, yeah, we barely played with that. It was like Innkeeper and Throne of Eldraine we really didn't, jam with. And there's been certain ones that we missed. And it's always fun to see them give it a shot.
Yeah, you can't hit everything. I'm always excited to see, certain shells that I missed. Yep. I know I saw, Brian Gottlieb tweet out a really cool looking Jund deck the other day that played Jaspara Sentinel and Magda, and I had not noticed that synergy before. It just looks great to me. You can literally just ramp to 6 mana on turn 3 and Vorin collects them. Goldspan Dragon with 1,000,000 mana. Like at that point, you get the Goldspan Dragon with a treasure left over. Attack and then have 4 mana back.
So, and why not play a Chariot? That card's been wrecking this entire time.
Yeah, sure. Play Goldspan Dragon plus Azeka's Chariot on turn 3. Is that good? Do I want that?
Yeah, that seems ridiculous to me.
Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, I'll be trying that deck, Brian Gottlieb, if you're watching. That sounds pretty sweet. So that's going to do it for us, everybody. For Corey, Ross, and Rob, we will see you Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye.